Hey, my name's Violet Valentine, and I just premiered my first feature film in a theater. I feel fucking good. It is 4 in the morning. I just drove a bunch of people home after hanging out in a diner. It was so good. It was amazing. We just got it. It was this huge theater we rented out. It was friends and family. It was maybe 50 people, maybe more or less. I don't know. And everybody there was somebody I cared about or loved, or some like Hollywood person that was there, like in a businessy way, which felt pretty good. There were some cool people there. I won't like name drop my own movie, um, but like my favorite comedian ever was there, who'd been in a bunch of movies. That was like a real trip, and like he watched my movie, the whole thing, and it got huge, and it went insanely well. It got huge laughs where I wanted laughs. Afterwards, I was asking people questions about it, and people loved it. It like made people cry. It was touching. I was so nervous. I was insanely nervous because I've been working on this movie for years, and I watch it all the time, but I don't know what a normal person would think about it. I didn't even know if it made sense. Does the plot make sense is an actual question that had a big question mark next to it. I thought it did, but I don't know. My producer did. he, he actually made people fill out cards at the end saying it was confusing, which was like I think his way of trying to make a case. But I think it went really well. People loved it. I'm so happy. I don't know what else to say. Also, someone from the movie, Annie Hardy, was there who brought me these cute little flowers from her garden, like all violet themed. I love her. I love her so much. I was really nervous because Annie Hardy, whom I deeply love so much. I have a theory about movie making where it's like an organic growing process. And you start and you change as you go. And I started working on this movie so long ago when I cast her. I don't want to date myself, but I cast her before I transitioned. She took it as like a dude who just asked her to be in a movie. And then, before we even shot the movie, I came out though. It was like right at the beginning. Like it was one of those things where like my first emails to her were my dead name, and my second email to her was it was like that exact time. In fact, the first day I shot Estrogen was when I called Rap on her shoot, because I remember I wanted to start Estrogen really bad, but I didn't want to like go through puberty when I was like working on my first movie. So I like waited till the movie was over, and then as soon as it said Rap, I had like an estrogen needle, and I shot up that day. That was the first day. It was the day I shot with her, and yeah. So like, but my point is, that was years ago now, and the movie's grown so much and changed and all this stuff about it. And I don't think she didn't know it was a movie about like there's like an 8-minute trans anal sex scene. Like she didn't know, like, and she's in the movie. She's the finale of the movie. Like, I don't know if she knew that she starred in a movie that was like a really explicit queer love story with like gay sex in it. And I texted her, and I was like a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know, like if she's cool with that. Like, she's like a little like edgy. I don't know. Like, I just didn't know if she'd be cool with her or not. And like just yesterday, before she comes, should I even tell her? And just yesterday, I text her. I'm like, hey. I just should let you know before you come to the movie that there's like gay tranny anal sex in it? Question mark. And I was like nervous, and she texted me back. She's like, well, was it real sex or was it fake? Because I hate when movies have fake sex. Gay sex is my Thursday night. She was hilarious. She had like a really funny quippy comeback. And when the movie started, she wasn't in the theater, and part of me was like, oh, I wish she was here. Like, this is going so well. This would be so cool. But I didn't realize she just got there like 5 minutes late. And when the movie was over, she was like the first person to come up to me. And I ain't gonna lie, Annie Hardy, I am like a fan. Like during the lockdown, her music and her YouTube videos and her podcast like was like something that really got me through that like very lonely, weird time. We don't like to talk about it, but I think the music I bonded with during the lockdown, like in like her stuff really hit for me. Also, like she's my exact age, and she played in a similar music scene. If I lived in LA, not San Francisco, I like know we would have like played the same shows. Like she's very much like, I just see her as like somebody who reminds me of like, she's like my exact age and my exact sort of like, I don't know, edgelordy, but not really, but like, you know what I mean? Like she just is like a musician like me and somebody I really like admire and relate to. And I was like really nervous, and I thought maybe she'd like it. But I thought I wanted her to come on my video blog and talk about it because I thought she'd like dislike it in an interesting way. If you know what I mean? Like I thought we'd just have a funny conversation about it. But after the movie, my hero came up to me and was just like, it was really good. It was amazing. And she just kept saying that. And like having like someone who like I look up to and admire whose art spoke to me, like after I ran my first movie, come up to me and say that shit to me, that like that was it was like crack. It felt so good. It felt so good. It felt so good. I was so nervous about this movie. I watch this movie every day. Lately I have been. Um and I was and I like I was just very nervous playing in front of a theater, an audience for the first time. No guarantee it's going to go well. Should I? This is like really shiny, cute. I hope it's not. Let me just. Yeah, but like, and I was like very nervous the whole time. It's funny too because I used to do like sketch comedy and comedy stuff, club comedy, and part of me, if there's not constant laughter, I get nervous because like in a comedy show that's bad, and everything I do. There was a writer I knew one time, and she said, and she said, never try to be funny. Just write something that means something to you, and just trust that because you are who you are, you're just gonna make it funny. And that's the best advice anybody ever gave me, because that's me. Like I want to be funny. That's just who I am, and. There were scenes that were not supposed to be funny, like really tender love scenes, and they like wasn't laughing, and part of me was like, oh no, like just like panicky, which was insane. All the jokes got big laughs, a couple big laughs I didn't expect, and it just went phenomenal. And like it just like my friend Van was there, and they have a great laugh, and they were sitting near me, and that was like really satisfying to make them laugh, and it just meant so much to me. There were so many people there who loved me, and everybody loved it. And we went to a diner after, and I got to see my friend, one of my friends who was there for the movie, who was just amazing to see him. It was a perfect night. I'm like in heaven. I wish my friend Bugs, who stars in the movie, would have been there because Sasha, the star of the movie, was there. It was her second time seeing it and first time since it got good, and the look. It was her birthday too, and the look on her face when it was over, just like. We just like hugged each other, and it was like so satisfying to be like, we did this shit. This is us. People are gonna see this. This is a real fucking thing. Everyone here loves it. It felt so fucking good. It felt phenomenal to see Sasha, and to like share that with her, and afterwards, and like her friends, and some people who'd worked on our movie were there, and like we were all. Also, my friend Rachel was there, who like, you know, I don't know, we like had a really nice like we hadn't been talking lately. Nothing too serious. Like I'm not even getting into it or anything. But I don't know. We just like had a really nice reconnect. You know, like they worked on the movie and like whatever, and it was just like really, and they like loved it, and it was really sweet to see them, and their hair was really pretty, and they have a really nice smile, and they were an absolute sweetheart. And we talked about Magic Cards and Netrunner, and this other filmmaker I know was there. I could just go through the whole guest list because every single person there meant so much to me. And yeah, my wife was there. Like, she's usually tired of my movie, and she wasn't tonight. God bless her. She's so tired of hearing about it. And she was, like, happy to be there. And we're going to do it again. And, like, I just can't wait now. Like, what happens next? We show it to some big-name producers. And if they can help us, cool. And if they can't help us, we go to festivals. I think. People ask me. I'm like, I don't know. My job was to make a movie and to find a producer. And I made the movie. And now the producer's going to do all this selling a movie. I don't know how to sell a movie. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to sell, like, I don't know any of that shit. That's not my job, though. Like, but I finished the movie. I made it to the finish line. It was funny because afterwards we wanted to do a Q&A, and I was like, do you have any questions? I'll just be in the lobby. You're all my friends. Like, I don't know. It was like, I just like had a mic and was like, thank you for coming. It was really cool. Thanks to Sasha. Give her a round of applause. People just said so many things. I guess I'm just repeating myself, but I'm just really high on it. It's taken me so many years to get here. I sacrificed so much for this. So many people. It was funny. I was talking to somebody who was on set, and she was talking about how she wanted to make a movie, and she was like, well, like, this was your first movie, and on set, everyone kept talking about, like, how inexperienced you were. And, like, yeah, people on set always talk shit on the director. Like, they haven't been on a lot of movies. Anytime you've been on a movie, the director gets final say on everything. They get what they want. They're in charge. everyone else is gonna bitch about them because they're the boss. You know? They said like she said I was amateurish. I'm like, you like the movie, right? Okay, well my job was to make a good movie, and you like the movie. So however we got there, not so bad. I thought that was cute that they were like, I loved your movie, but like maybe you were like, and I think yeah, I was. They say a director is the only entry level job on a Hollywood set, and it's true. You learn to make movies by making movies, and the first time you do it, I mean, I was prepared enough to make a good movie. I knew what I was doing, but not to like be bristly at like the one. I got like 10,000 compliments, and someone said like, well, on set you were just like a little inexperienced, which is true. I'll be the first to admit that. I made all kinds of mistakes. I think everyone does. I think every movie is just like you constantly make mistakes, but hopefully enough good stuff happens. That's what editing's all about. Movies are you do a lot of stuff and then you pick the good stuff and you edit it, then you have a movie. Not to break it down. Yeah, there were some people I saw tonight. I was just so happy. It was interesting who made it and who didn't make it. You know, like whatever. But it was a really interesting night. I was just so proud of myself. It was so good. I was so proud of everyone who worked on it. I was so proud of my wife and my producer and like most of all tonight, Sasha. Although when I was watching it, I was like Bugs and Antoine, I cannot wait. Neither one of them has seen it yet. And Antoine's another case where when he came on the movie, he saw there was a movie about gangsters called God's Country with like a gangster sounding name and he was a star of it. And I sent him that script and he called me and accepted the job faster than he could have read the script. and at that point it was also like, he also, I cast him before I transitioned. This movie's been going that long. And I don't know if he signed up to be in like a transsexual, like, T for T romance metaphor for like queer community politics. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he just wanted to be in a movie, and I'm like, oh, actually, everyone in the movie, you know, is like a trans sex worker or like a Palestinian or like, you know, like outsiders and like my people. And I don't think he even knows how gay it is. There's an 8-minute anal sex scene in my movie, and he's a dude like he's usually on stuff like Empire. Like South Side. Like, this is like kind of outside of what he usually does. Not to say he wasn't on board. I've talked to him. He's a cool guy. Like, I'm not, but I'm going to be interested what he thinks about the film project. Like, did you know? Like, I don't think it'll blindside him. And, you know, he had the script. I'm not keeping it from him, but I think most people just read the scenes that they're in and learn them. Maybe he skimmed the rest. I don't know if the anal sex scene stood out in the script. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot wait for him to see it. I think he'll love it. I know he'll love it. But part of me is a little nervous, like I was for Annie. And I cannot wait for Bugs to see it. Because I was watching it today, and, like, there are some scenes where she's just a little guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's... Anyway, I just... Seeing it on the screen and realizing that, like, they're going to see it, and, like, I don't know. I love what we did. I'm so proud of it. I like my own movie. A lot of people make movies and don't like their own movies. It happens all the time. I've made so many things I don't like. I made a Christian television show I spent a year of my life on. I'm not showing anyone that shit. Yeah, not everything you make turns out. So when it does, it's like pretty fucking cool. And it took a long time, but it took a long time for a reason because I was working at it. Because I didn't have money. People like, it took so long, that's a bad sign. It's like, no, it just means you don't have money. Fast, cheap, or good, pick two. You know? I said good and cheap. You know? That was the deal. I could have made a fast, good movie that, like, if I had a lot of money, so I couldn't have done that. I don't know. It's awesome. Paul was there, who's in it. My favorite comedian was there. I'm so happy. People I didn't expect were there. I'm so happy. This is as good as it gets. I hope I go back and watch this and I'm like, you said you were happy a lot, Violet. How do you really feel? I get to do more of these. This was just friends and family. Can't wait to see it with like a bigger audience. It makes me so nervous though. It really does. There's so many scenes that are like quiet scenes. It's gonna take me a while to be able to watch something I did, not hear laughter, and know that it's people like it. Because you see them after and they loved it, and like they weren't even supposed to laugh. Like, I don't know what I want. It's my first. It made me really nervous. I didn't know if people would even like it. I didn't know if people would get it. I really didn't know if people would get it. But like immediately, I'm like, of course they get it. I know what I'm doing. I know what it was. Anyway, 15 minutes of me saying good job me, but I fucking fought. I fucking earned it. And there were a lot of people I wish could have been there. There were a lot of people along the way that I wish could have been there. But I made something I love. The people who really loved me were there tonight. And I'm going to get to show it to a lot more people. And my friend Bridget was there. She's like a cool filmmaker. It was so cool. Anyway, sorry, this is like a silly one, but I made a movie. If I die tomorrow, I'll have that one cool movie.